before we get started, I have to say that this call is being recorded for KEITH-n-KISH content.
Like, comment, subscribe on this shit, man.
All personal information will be kept private unless asked to change. With that being said, if you're good with that, welcome.
Thank you.
So, what did you want to talk about?
Well, I have been talking to these two guys.
Uh-huh.
Well, one of them, we had talked like earlier this year, like back in May. Okay. He's not really my type. He's light bright, and I like him chocolate. I mean, he's still, still black. So,
right.
I can, I don't discriminate. There's a plethora of black men in all shades and colors. So I'll take any shade or any color, but I do prefer chocolate because, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Right.
But, and then there's this one other dude who I haven't quite cut off. And honestly, went out on that one date like a month ago, which was okay. He's a little boring. He's older. That's the other thing. I'm trying to date because I'm in my 30s now, so I'm trying to date in a specific range. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm okay, not I'm 31. Like, I'm okay dating someone in their 40s. I don't know if I'm really having to go past, like, 45 for real. I might even be pushing it. But, like, I'll date somebody in their 40s if they're young at heart.
Okay.
And then I'm also, because I've never been open to date is like younger than me. It's always been my age or up, or sometimes even like 2 years older than me and up. But lately I've been on some like I could deal with somebody in their 20s for real. Because like, first off, I feel like the older these men get, it's really weird. I feel like as I'm getting older, like the sex is changing from the older men. Like they corny. They don't be fucking long enough. They got dick problems because I was like, and the crazy part is the one that had the dick problems was younger than me, but that's another story. But they got dick issues. They hurt. They done been abused by bitches. So like they just a little off right now. So I feel like I've been needing a young little tender pony. So that's why my limit down to like 25, right?
Okay.
Then I got my two dudes. They are older than me by a couple years. One is 43 and one is 36.
Wait, so
43 is the one I went out on the date with like a month ago.
Is that the light bright one?
Huh?
Is that the light bright one?
No, the light bright one is the one, he's like 36.
Okay.
Now the 43-year-old one, I had posted him in that Are We Dating the Same Guy group.
I hate that.
And, they was talking mad shit.
Right.
Like he broke. He a little crazy. He a little weird, and they was like, don't fuck him unless you're trying to be the next baby mom. Because he got like 3 kids, I think. I think he got, which I was okay with the kids. He a little older to be having kids younger than mine. I was like, okay, like I'm open to it, especially if we just friends. Because I also said I wasn't looking for nothing like serious right now. So he got like a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, and like a 10 or 11-year-old. But when we went on our first date, I didn't really feel that spark, that I'd be feeling. Mm-hmm. And other thing is, I was kind of feeling the type of way because, I'm riding a little dirty right now, and he was looking a little too hard at my license plate. But I just felt a little. But anyway, that kind of turned me off a little bit because why you so close? But anyway, we supposed to go out tonight. Uh-huh. There's been a lot of miscommunication about, like, because he'll be like, hey, let's go out, and then he'll put me that morning and be like, oh, I got to work late tonight. Mm-hmm. So in my mind, I'm thinking you're referring to our date, and then he's going to hit me. Mind you, they talked about a date all day, and then going to hit me at like 6-something saying that we still good for tonight. Nigga, what?
Lack of communication.
But I just assumed we wasn't going out, and he, like, was like, are we still going out tonight? And I'm like, nigga, I done made plans. Like, a bitch is in the bed. Like, what?
Right.
he really confirmed that we was going out tonight. So we're going out tonight, but I don't know, like, that I really want to go out with him, especially after the shit that was said on Facebook. Like, I'm trying to be open. He don't live, and you know that's my rule. I don't like niggas that don't have their own crib. Like,
ooh, he don't have his own spot.
No, he works. He has a car. Like, he's, you know, he got kids, which is a plus for me because I ain't having no more kids. And my son needs a sibling. But you don't live at your own place, and then the person that he lived with also happens to be his mom. And so I had asked my cousin about it. Bitch was just saying differently to me because she was like, "Oh, I wouldn't feel no type of way about it. Like, he practicing cooperative economics." And I'm like, "Bitch, this ain't Kwanzaa." Cause you know that's one of the things. I'm not doing that. Like I just feel like I can't look at you the same if we ultimately always gonna end up being in my house. That to me makes me feel like not just pressured, but I feel like claustrophobic. Like the last nigga I let in my house, like basically lived here. And my thing is once you fuck, like once I feel the pussy, like the good pussy, you know, there's like pussy that, you know, we was just fucking, and then there's the good pussy.
Wait, there's different types of pussy that you give up? Wait, talk about that. Hold up.
So the good pussy is the pussy that make a nigga want to like move in and shit.
Uh-huh.
You know, you cook, you know, you warm when you turn up the heat a little bit, you want to blanket. There's that pussy like we've been just fucking around the house all day, and then there's the pussy like I don't really, you know, I'm just here to get some dick and go. Like you're not really doing too much. You ain't, you know, doing the tricks. You know, you might not suck his dick to completion. You know. You might give him a little 1-2 and be done.
1-2.
Or you might just be a whole pillow princess. Like, nigga, come dick me down and get the fuck out. And then there's the pussy where you putting in a little work and a nigga fall in love. I need that type. Like, I'm trying to give that up right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not like I want to be married with a nigga, but I'm trying to have some good ass sex.
Right.
And I don't need a nigga who they proclaim is crazy. Knowing where I live at and I'm giving up good pussy, I don't need that happening. So I'm like,
Now, okay, all right. So this is one dude, right? This one dude. Before you go into the other dude. All right. So I think this is just a rule for me, and I know some dudes are gonna be upset. I don't care. I don't think that any man that is not holding down his own spot by himself should be dating anybody, especially one with kids. I don't think, are the kids living with him, or is he doing like a 50-50 thing? Like, does he see his kids?
So I actually had asked him that the other day, which I really didn't want to really get in his business like that because, like I said, I'm not looking to be serious. But I did have to ask that now. And because he always complains I won't say complain, but he always be like, "Oh, you so lucky you get to," because, you know, my son is with his dad for the winter break. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Oh, you so lucky." And in my mind, I'm like, nigga, no, I'm not. Like, this 2 weeks is go by fast. Right. And, like, all school year. So I asked him, like, what the situation was with his, like, why does he always have his daughter? Okay. So and he was like, well, primarily because they got 3 kids together. Mm-hmm. And he was like, the first or the oldest 2, the boys, live with their mom because they're in school. And the youngest, she lives with me because she's not in school, but he has them every weekend. She must be like 3, 4, huh? She's like 4. Ooh, no. And so it sounds like when she to live, or when she's older, she'll go to live with the mom too, or whatever. And he'll just have them like every weekend or see them, you know, whatever, during the weekday and the weekends. But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this nigga got his kids like every weekend. I'm like, long term, I don't see how that would be like a thing for me. So, like, you're never on the weekend. It doesn't sound like he speaks up for himself as far as like his personal time.
Yeah.
If he not with got one of the kids or all of the kids.
Right. So this is my thing. All right, one, you already got girls saying that he ain't the one, right? He like, don't do it, girl. He not clearly he not set up properly mentally, financially, physically, spiritually. Like it's all his shit is out of whack. So dating wise, long term, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea to date a man that don't got his own spot. That's just me. I don't like living with your mom. I don't believe in it. I feel like if you, as a man, you should have your own spot. If you need to take care of your mom, you better get you a duplex. Get you a duplex and have her on one side, and you got your own spot. That way, you could be a man, walk around in your drawers, have sex with your woman, whatever you want to do in your own spot. I personally don't believe in living with your mom, right? But that's our culture. You know, other cultures is different. Other cultures, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, he lives with his mom lives with them, and you know, I think that's beautiful that he takes care of his mom." Yeah, fantastic, right? That's just not where we come from. We just not we're as black men and women, we don't really grow up like that. If you ain't got your own spot, if you can't take care of your own things and your own bills, and then take care of things separate, you kind of messing up. So me personally, I think that long term wise, I don't think it's a good move. Now, if you just want some dick, right? If you just trying to get dick and he's safe, right? He's clean, and you know, you want some good sex, and you okay with a nigga being like kind of obsessed with you, do it, right? Because it sounds like they say he's crazy, you know. But you gotta set that boundary. If you're looking for something more than sex, no. If you just looking for some dick right now, I honestly, I want to say no. But at the same time, I understand having to get, you know, sometimes, you know, you got to get your back blown out. You know what I'm saying? As a woman, you know, sometimes you need that. So by all means, go that route. But if it's a long-term thing, I don't think you should do that, because you know that's not your style. You like a man who's got his stuff together. You know what I mean? And you said it in multiple ways how unattractive his lifestyle is. So ultimately it wouldn't work. Ultimately, it wouldn't work. Eventually, you get tired of not having the weekends. Eventually, you get tired of not being able to go to his place. And if you did go to his place, you'd have to be quiet, like you in high school. You know what I'm saying? Especially with him being how old?
He's 43.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Well, we definitely don't do anything at his house like that. It's not, especially because that's his mom's house. Not even like.
Hell no. 43, and you don't have your own crib is a no-go. Honestly, I take what I said back earlier, because I forgot about this age too. He don't deserve no pussy.
No.
He don't even be going after pussy. He need to be going after this bag. He need to go ahead and get this bag so he can get the fuck out and do his thing. But he over here, he focused on the wrong thing. He not a focused man. You know, I feel like only focused men deserve pussy, and most focused men ain't even trying to get the pussy. They so focused on everything else that the pussy's coming, and they like, okay, it's there, but I got things to do. Most motherfuckers out here, they be over here focused on the pussy, and then their whole life be fucked up. Nah, don't give that man none, because I feel like you be disrespecting yourself.
I know.
You be disrespecting yourself.
At his own place. But his aunt and uncle rented out. So he moved in. He's not going to boot out his family. So he moved in with his mom. And ultimately, she does help with childcare during the day while he works. So it works for him. So, like, I can get that from a somewhat of a perspective. Because when I first got out of the military and I moved back home with my parents, my stepmom was watching my son. But I will say this, unlike him, I was not interested in dating. In fact, I didn't even have my first, like, hookup for real until I purchased my home, like, a year after I moved in with my parents.
That's what I'm saying.
I drank for real. Like, I was, like, totally, like, not interested in any sort of social life until I had my own crib. Now, people are different. Like, ultimately, I see why he would be open to it, because you got to think. If he don't see himself doing anything different, or he don't see anything wrong with what he's doing, of course he's going to want to date. Because, like, why not, right? And from his perspective. But, like, for someone like you and me, yeah. But the reason why I feel like you're right about not having sex with him, because when I say all I did was hug this man on our first date, he's been talking about that hug still. So imagine if I gave him some punani. Like, he would lose his mind.
Oh yeah, nah, yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. I mean, I don't know. I think if you want a free meal, you know what I'm saying, you can free meal it.
Girl, my niece be saying that to me. She be like, "Bitch, get your free meal." When I say I'm not that bitch,
then don't do it. Then.
I don't need a man for no meal. I just want the companionship.
All right, well, then there you go. There you go. You already answered it. If you don't need no free meal, if you don't want no free meal, you want the companionship. You gotta do that with somebody that is worth the company. You know what I'm saying? It's worth the company, and it don't sound like. I mean, even because I don't even believe them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers be out here lying and be like, "Oh, I got another place," and
they do be lying, but he does seem like a really good guy who's just definitely been done wrong by bitches. Because when I asked him why he broke up with the girl, he definitely was like, yeah, she was bringing this dude around that she said was their uncle, and really is. What's crazy is he told me that, right? And I'm like doing whatever I'm doing. So I didn't respond right away. So like maybe an hour went by or whatever. And he was like, was that too much? And I had to be like, no, it wasn't too much. But when I really read that shit, because I've said this before, a nigga who has been consistently cheated on by women, like there's a reason why. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't just multiple bitches across the board ain't cheating on you for no reason. Like there's something lacking that fundamentally women need.
Right. It's after a while you gotta realize it's not them, it's you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If everybody keep doing the same shit and keep saying the same shit, it's you. It's not them.
So I definitely look at it.
Yeah.
But you had said about having sex with your mom home and you gotta be quiet and sit. That leads me to the next guy.
Well, hold on. Before you go to the next guy, I do think that you should be honest with them. I do think that you should. I think as a woman, especially a woman who is you're very pro black, very especially pro black men. I think you should be honest with them, and I think you should tell them, hey, look, this is the reason why I can't move forward with you. One, you don't have your own place, like truly. Like it'd be different if you had like a duplex and your mom was living on the other townhome and you had the other one, and then you were paying for whatever or doing whatever, and then you had your other spot with your aunt and uncle that was living there. Cool, because at least you have your own spot and you're diversifying your asset portfolio by having some real estate behind you and you're working something out. That's one thing, but you don't. You live exactly with your mom. And I can't do that as a grown woman. I can't give this is, and I'm not saying that you necessarily feel like this. This is just kind of me coming off like that and saying like it's hard to give a man the respect he deserves when he's not moving like a man should or how you would like a man to move. And then on top of that, he doesn't really seem that stable with having having one kid that's not even in school and then having two other kids that's in school and whether they're going to be around if you're not going to ever get weekends with them. It seems like everything's up in the air and it seems like he needs more structure. So I think that you should be honest with him and be like, look, this is why we can't move forward, right? And this is why I can't give you no pussy as well. Although internally I want to do something because I'm horny or I feel like it would be a great time. I think that ultimately it might end up being the same situation that you had with these other women to where you might feel some type of way about you, but because of your circumstances and how you're living, I can't value you as the man that you would like to be valued at.
Damn, that's too deep. I just gotta tell a nigga. You gotta keep it short and sweet with these niggas. Like, I feel like we had more rapport and of a friendship, then I could be straight up with him, like, bro, like, as your friend, first and foremost, like, I need to let you know, like, this is crazy. A part of me feels like he knows that as well.
But I think you should. I think you should say it. I think you should get deep. Nobody gets deep with men. That's the problem, though. That's the problem. Nobody wants to get deep with men, but they want to complain about. They want to complain about how they moving.
Right. You know what? We supposed to go out tonight, and I feel like that might be an appropriate conversation for us to have. Tonight.
Okay. Just if you do go out, if you do decide to go out with them, don't do it in the very beginning, because now the whole thing gonna be weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I have to end. Like, my thing is, I have to do that at the end, because at least my ass is going home. Yeah. I can't do it at the end and break bread with a nigga.
Are you? Like, is he picking you up, or is he driving you?
He's driving. He don't know where I live. Okay. He'll never know where I live.
Okay, so you gonna meet him there? Good. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Well, meet him there
first. Too. Yeah. You know, niggas.
Meet him there, and then look, we could, you know what I'm saying, if you want to, we could run another one back later on. You could tell me what's happening. All right, so that's number one. That's dude one, right? That's the 43-year-old dude who live with his mama, take care of one of his kids. He got two other kids that's living with his ex-wife or whoever she is, and I got all kind of weird stuff going on. Who's number two?
Right. So number two is, he's also older than me. This is the one that I was talking to back in like May of this year. We fell off because, like, I feel like niggas from Philly, I don't know what kind of bitches they used to, but I ain't that bitch. Like, I'm not going to curse you out. I'm not, like, I ain't gonna get aggressive with no man. In my 30s, them days is gone. Maybe in my 20s, a bitch might have had the fire in it to get your ass because I still do. Right. But I ain't trying to hurt that type of energy. Like, I'm trying to be fucking soft out here. Like, no. But anyway, so the reason why I said what I said earlier about, you had reminded me of him when you had made that comment about, you're sleeping at your mom's house and got to be quiet. Right. So that is precisely why me and this dude stopped talking.
He live with his mama too?
He don't live with his mom. So what happened was, we had been talking for a couple of weeks, and initially he was on some, like, nigga shit, like, yeah, I got, I'm talking to multiple bitches, and, whoever wins or whatever. And my thing is, I get it's competitive out here in these streets, but my thing is, if you're trying to date as a man, you also have to exert some sort of energy. Yeah. He was on mentality like, I'm just going to sit here and be great, and whoever captures my attention, like, you're not texting back, like, you're not doing the things that I need. Right. Because it's about you. It's about a woman, too. Mm-hmm. My thing is, pussy, where you going to get it from? Like, nigga, act right. So I just got tired of that. Like, we be texting, and I wouldn't hear from a nigga for, like, the whole weekend. And that, to me, is, I won't say it triggers me as much anymore, but it definitely is an immediate red flag. For sure. Because in the past, the time a nigga is going to disappear on the weekend, he got a whole family, bitch. Yeah. On the family vacation, they went to the pumpkin patch, like, don't fall for it, bitch. He wasn't just away from his phone. He was on his phone with his wife. Right. So, like, whenever he would do that, that happened, like, 2 weekends in a row. I was like, oh, no, it's something. Right? Mm-hmm. And so, finally, one day, he was like, I texted him, like, on a Sunday. I think I hit him on Friday night, and then I texted him again on a Sunday. He was like, oh, no, I was just chilling all weekend. Nigga, what? You seen that I texted you, and you was just all weekend. So, like, that turned me off. And so I flipped the script. It was from me wanting to date or get to know this man to, like, you know what? I'm good. Right. And he was like, whoa. I think he kind of was like, oh, I might really lose this one. And she seems like a good girl. So then he was on some, I want to get to know you. And I'm like, honestly, it's a little too late because you showed your cards and I didn't like that shit. Right. And so then he was like, well, I really want to still get to know you or be your friend. So I thought about it for a second, and I was like, I ain't got dick at that point in time in about 5 months.
Right.
So, like, this is going to be my new, like, sex partner, like my new fuck buddy. So I was like, all right, so we can be fuck buddies. Honestly, I didn't want to be his friend. I didn't even want to be no friends with benefits. I just wanted to fuck.
Right.
So that's what it was for me. And so one night, I was supposed to go over there. And right before, it was two things that kind of turned me off a little bit. One, he was like, hey, my aunt is supposed to come over here for whatever reason, just so you know. And the crazy part is he didn't tell me he lived with anybody. I'm thinking she's coming over there. He said her dog was over there and she was coming to get her dog. Mm. And I was like, oh, okay. To me, that's not a big deal. You watching your dog, like whatever, right? And then also, before I left the house, he's telling me how like he wasn't feeling the best, like he's been real shitty all day. And my thing is, what about that makes me want to suck your dick? Like, what about you telling me that you've been shitty all day makes me want to go down there and suck your dick? Like, that's like the most, like, inconsiderate thing to say to a woman when you want to fuck. Like,
hold on. So you mean shitty? Yeah, he was feeling shitty, like on the toilet, shitty.
He's like, yeah, I just got off the toilet type shit.
Oh my god, motherfuckers got no game.
No game. I'm like, ugh, because if I get down there and suck me a dick and I smell a whiff of anything, I'm biting. It's so disrespectul. Like, it's so disrespectful. But anyway, I already had my pussy set on go.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I'm about to come over anyway. Literally, no, I was kidding. But, so I come over there. And aunt not there, right? So we just chilling, we talking, whatever. And then I want to say she ended up coming out, like we could hear her. But she didn't like come upstairs or like say anything. So I just didn't like think too much of it. So now I'm like, okay, well, I'm ready to fuck. And he was like, you will want to fuck when she here. And he was like, well, all right, let's fuck. But you gotta be quiet. And in my head, I'm like, why the fuck? Like, obviously, I don't want to be like doing that at the top of my lungs. But in my head, I'm just like not understanding why I would have to be quiet.
Right.
Or like, why so pressed about what she think if this is your crib, right? So we get to fucking. I did not suck his dick. I'm sorry. I don't know how niggas feel about that shit, but in my head,
I mean, he was shitty, so yeah.
I can't go down there and suck nothing.
Right.
Right. So anyway, he went down, we fucked, and that's the other thing. I had posted, I love to post a man in these groups. I posted him in the group, and they had said that he had a small dick, but the head was immaculate. I can agree, the head was immaculate, and it wasn't lying about the small dick. The crazy part is, before I went over there, someone sent him that post, and he had screenshotted and sent it to me. It was like, damn, these Delaware Johns doing me dirty, right? And so in my head, I'm like, damn, that was me. I posted it. Is he sending me this shit because he think it was me? No, the nigga still didn't think it was me. He was sending me thinking it was another bitch that he was talking to. And I just went along with it, right? But when I get over to his place, like, they wasn't lying. He really, I won't say he had a small dick, but it wasn't big. And their head was good, but then he swore up and down he ain't had no small dick. And then when I see it, it was small. So I just don't understand why niggas be lying. But anyway, fast forward, we fucked. It was okay, but I like to be loud. So like, that's a part of the experience of me. Like, I'm not gonna say quiet serial killer sex is not it. It's not it. If you can't be expressive, then that ruins the experience.
Right.
So it wasn't that great. And so, we get done, we're cuddling, we're talking, and I'm ready to go because I don't feel comfortable at no nigga house.
Right.
I don't, especially the first time there. So he was like, well, you gotta wait until she go to bed. I'm like, wait, what?
How old is he?
He was like 36.
Damn. These are some boys. These are some, these. I hate to call a man a boy because I despise anybody that thinks they can call a man a boy. But
I know,
these are boy activities. I should say that. These are some boy activities.
This is shit. So this is why in some cases, like, I know how you feel about the 43-year-old, but in this particular case, I'm looking at the 43-year-old a little better than this guy.
Why?
At this, I'm in your house and you're telling me I can't leave until your aunt goes to bed. I was basically there held hostage for a whole other hour.
That's crazy.
Until she decided to go to bed, which I didn't know. Now I'm learning that she actually lives there because she has a bed there.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, well, let's hurry up and go downstairs and don't stop. Like, I was being snuck out the house.
Crazy.
I was like 17-year-old
sticking
a boy out.
That's crazy. So, well, here's my thing. Why would you lean more towards the other one? Because it sounds like they both got the same situation. Because you haven't been to old dude's house with his mom there, huh?
I feel like I would be more comfortable. Like, and that's the thing. I feel like, look, this is your mom's space, right? This is her house. Y'all live together. Y'all share the house, right? I know that I could go over at his house and be welcomed. Even though his mom wouldn't be around us, she wouldn't have an issue with it. This guy had to literally hide me as if he didn't even have me over.
But how do you know that you would be welcome there? You've never been over at the other dude's crib.
He's invited me over.
Okay. Was his mom there when he invited you over?
Yep. She lived there. She's been like, dinner.
So are you okay with that? Are you okay with a motherfucker living with I mean, because essentially, this is my thing. This is my thought. Anybody can say, "Oh no, they live with me," but come on now, you know what I'm saying? Like your mom, your aunt, somebody that's an older of authority figure, like you gonna move differently. You're gonna try to move with respect, right? In a sense, but also, you know, like with that, you know, comes child movement, come child activities,
right?
So my thing is, are you okay personally? Are you okay with a man that you are okay with having sex with? You okay giving your body to? Are you okay with a man living with another person, period? When you yourself have your own home and take care of your own kid. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Are you personally, are you okay with that?
I'm not.
There you go. That's it. That's it.
But it can't be family. Like, in my mind, if we're in our 30s and you have a roommate for reason, they cannot be your mom, your uncle, your aunt. Like, it has to be a friend, a peer.
There you go.
And then you have to have plans to obviously want to have your own space.
There you go. So both of these is bust. They're duds. Yeah, both of them are duds. That's just what that is. Both of them both of them are dead on the spot. One had to sneak you out like you were 17 years old. Y'all was in high school. You weren't supposed to be there. And the other one, he's saying everything smooth, but he's 43, living with his mom and his 3 or 4 year old. And both of these is horrible situations.
They are. And then the 36-year-old invited me out for New Year's.
That's the light bright one, right?
Light bright.
Does he have his own crib?
No, that's the one that lives. I don't see. That's the thing. We haven't really talked since that scenario occurred a couple months ago. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what his situation is or anything of that nature. I ain't asked because honestly we haven't talked and I'm not really interested in his life right now.
Right.
But I imagine it probably much hasn't changed, if I'm being completely honest, because that clearly rarely ever is the case.
Damn.
But it's like, I just need, like, my thing is, if it's just going to be dick and that's what I wanted from either or, do I need to consider all of that?
I mean, if it's just sex, and I mean, we already agreed. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's like it doesn't even have the possibility to progress because, like, their situations are never going to be.
Yeah, we already agreed that neither one of these people are like worth the body. You know what I'm saying? And isn't that something like for women? Like y'all got to be proud of the bodies that y'all that y'all take onto your name, onto your list, or they don't count or some shit.
Right.
So that's my thing. My thing is this: if you're gonna get a body, be proud to claim the body. I feel like that should be a rule amongst men and women. If you're gonna catch a body, let it be a body that you're proud to claim. And you got to ask yourself: are you gonna be proud to claim either one of these bodies?
No.
There you go. There you go. I know that sucks because you want some dick. I understand that shit. I understand.
Really big. I'm tired of it.
Yeah. I understand you. I understand.
I'm strapped. I wish I did like a strap, because then I would just be okay.
Get you a stud. I'm dead. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna switch for a stud with a crib. As long as she got a crib, you know what I'm saying, might be open.
I need flesh. I need a man.
I understand that.
I wish I did. I wish I could take a strap.
Okay.
But I can't take different objects in me. It gotta be attached to a person.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Look. You know, you as a woman, you got some things. You got some desires and them boundaries and standards that you need. I understand that.
KEITH-n-KISH. She just wanna taste that. KEITH-n-KISH. She just wanna get with that. KEITH-n-KISH. She just wanna hear that. KEITH-n-KISH. KEITH-n-KISH. She just wanna love that. KEITH-n-KISH. KEITH-n-KISH. She just wanna be on that. KEITH-n-KISH. KEITH-n-KISH. She just wanna scream that. KEITH-n-KISH. KEITH-n-KISH. She just wanna scream that. KEITH-n-KISH.